Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Toddy One Skip. Thanks for letting me be part of your day. And so this is Issues with Toddy One Skip, and this is Issues with Cannibalism. Yeah, so how did I get on this topic? So I'm watching the Army Hammer documentary on Discovery. And those that don't know, Army Hammer is the actor that was in Call Me by Your Name with Timothy Chalamet, and he was also he played the twins in the movie The Social Network, which he portrayed the twin brothers that came up with the actual Facebook idea, and Zuckerberg supposedly stole the idea. Anyway, so my question is, so this guy was into cannibalism, right? And so, like, that is illegal. Like, you cannot go around eating people, even if they give you a consent. Yes, you may please take, not a butter knife. I need you to use a serrated knife, and please just chop a little piece of my arm off there and tell me, does it need to be cooked, or can you eat it raw? I mean, seriously. So, I'm watching this. And, this guy came from billions of dollars, and not from what you would think the Arm & Hammer baking soda. They have nothing to do with that. That's weird, though, isn't it, though? You would think that Destiny would have put those things together, and it would have been the fortune from that. But that's not where it's come from. Okay, so Army Hammer was named after his great-grandfather. And the name Armand Hammer, which is the legal name of his great-grandfather, was a name that his great-great-grandfather came up with. And he came up with it because of the symbol of the arm and the hammer, which is like a socialist government symbol back in the day, and it does have ties to Russia. It has ties to Russia. Just so you know where that name actually came from, and it has absolutely nothing to do with the Arm & Hammer baking soda, and that money came from oils, like the billions of dollars that he comes from is from oil, has nothing to do with baking soda. And it doesn't seem like he is the only one in this family. It seems like it goes back to his great-grandfather and has been handed down to each son as some sort of curse or able to a license to have bad behavior. So this isn't really about Army Hammer, though. I would love to do some in-depth thing about Army Hammer. If the five of you want to hear about that, just hit me up and let me know. Otherwise, yeah, this is about cannibalism. So what would make somebody eat somebody? So there's got to be some sort of sickness, right? Because right away, Jeffrey Dahmer, he was a cannibal, right? There was a few people before that. Cavemen must have been, cannibals, right? Like, do you think how could you eat that? What part of the body would you ask for first? What would you resort to? Like, if you were being punished, what part would they give you? You would think you'd know the answer to that right off the bat, but then you got to sit with that answer for a second and realize we really don't know the answer to that, do we? And would you cook it, or do you eat it, like sushi, raw? Do you think that if fish came out of the water and started eating us, they'd pan fry us? What makes somebody say, you know what, that looks good, let me put that on a plate? What is it? There is some sort of breakdown in the head. Something is not working right. Or there's people that, in that plane crash where they had to eat the other person. They didn't kill the other person to eat them. The other people had died, and they ate them to get by until they were ultimately, thankfully, rescued. But what a horrible experience. And do you ever get that taste out of your mouth? Like, how do you describe that taste? Has anybody asked, what does it taste like? Well, it tastes like chicken. No, I mean, seriously, I know that I'm joking around here a lot. And that it's a Sunday, and yeah, I am watching that thing about Army Hammer, and I did start thinking, what would make somebody like, I have loved somebody enough where I want to squeeze them so tight and stuff. And, I've said to people, oh, I want to eat you up, and, but I mean, literally, no, not really, I could see, where you would feel intensified about something for a moment, but the reality of getting out the fork and knife would probably, it certainly has stopped me. I haven't even gone as far as getting the fork and knife. So now you're talking about somebody that's actually gone to the drawer, gotten off the couch, rationalized this is a good idea, grabbed a fork and knife, put the shit on a plate and said, yeah, this is good. So no, I've never even gotten off. I've just gotten as far as, oh, you're so cute, I could eat you. And that was, my dog, but I wouldn't be eating my dog. That's worse than cannibalism to me. I think I would rather eat somebody than eat a dog. That's how much I regard dogs. I don't regard people as high as I regard dogs. Look at the behavior, clearly. But certainly, I wouldn't dream about eating either. And yet, I can eat chicken, I can eat cow, I can eat, not calf, not a veal eater. I am not a fan of deer either. I can eat buffalo, but that's just the burgers, not the steaks. So, I mean, I'm not somebody, I eat fish, so I've eaten Nemo, and I've eaten it raw too. So, I'm not talking about about being a vegetarian. It's just like I've never really sat down. Can you imagine a grocery store? I'll take that shoulder right there. No, let me get the knuckle. No, not that knuckle, the other knuckle. The one next to the ring finger knuckle. So, imagine that. That's... Where do they have that? Is there any part in the world? I know that there is cannibalism in the world on that one island, right? Where if you go there, is it Christmas Island or is that the Crab Island? There is because there's a Rockefeller, I believe, that was lost on one of those islands, and he's believed to have been eaten. So this is a true story. So I mean, there is cannibalism, and if you don't know any better, and you're on an island and somebody dies, I guess, but, not here today. I mean, I wonder if those people, they grow up and they say, I got dibs on their kneecap when they die because I like it. It looks a little meaty to me. So is that what happens on that island? In whatever language they speak in? Or... not. I don't know. So here it is. This is it. I hope this made your day. I hope you laughed a little bit. Again, thank you for allowing me to be part of your day. This is Issues with Toddy One Skip. Issues with cannibalism. Be better today than you were yesterday, but not half as good as you're going to be tomorrow. Toddy One Skip. Out.